This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hello everyone, welcome on in to The Sims 4. Hi, I'm Velvet and we are playing the 100 Baby Challenge today. The 100 Baby Challenge is all about making 100 babies. And we are well on our way to finishing this challenge. We are sitting at 90 at the moment. We've got some more things happening as we go into today with potentially some of our kids moving out of the house and hopefully getting some A's. That would be amazing. Although I'm just realizing it's Friday and that we've got the whole weekend ahead of us. So maybe not the case, but we'll be working on some things, particularly with our toddler here, and I hopefully will be aging up our newborns as well. So yeah, after the weekend, we're going to be aiming to get a gate and Zircon at the minimum out of the house with A's, and then we're going to work on Clay and Dustin, also trying to get them up to being teenagers, possibly out of the house as well. So these kids are going to be working on homework, they're going to be working on projects and doing everything they can to be ready for getting A's. Then we have our little toddler Cole, who's currently throwing a tantrum, and yeah, he is going to be working on his skills as well. So as soon as he gets to level 3 on all of his skills, then he will be ready to age up to a kid. So we're making some pretty rapid progress. And then we have our little newborns here, which are Coral and Pietasite, and they will be aging up. Let's have a look. Birthday, so that's going to be tomorrow. So hopefully we can get them aged up to infants and on their way to their next level of aging, and a lot less crying, one would hope. One would hope. Not necessarily always the case, but one would hope. So I'm going to check in on all of my kids and just see how they're doing. So we need to do a bit of socializing to get our social skills up. Nothing wrong with that because, you know, it helps their little conversation skills and, you know, that sort of thing. So we'll get that. So that's a gate, and a gate is currently sitting on... He's very close to being an A student, so we need to get him to do his homework and a project, and that should see him being an A and ready to move out of the house on Monday after school. Fingers crossed. And a gate is a fairy, so we're going to get a point for him when he moves out of the house because he's a double point baby. And then we have Zircon, who's currently asleep in his fairy house. So again, he's also a fairy, which means again double points. So we're going to get some points when he moves out of the house. And he is also a B student, so he's also very close to being an A. So these two guys, Gate and Zircon, should get A's on the Monday, fingers crossed. Then we have Clay. So Clay is a B student and working his way towards being an A student, so we can age him up to a teenager. And little Dustin here has just started school, so he's still a C student, but hopefully we can get him up to a B over the week, over on Monday as well. So we'll see how he kind of gets on. So that's where we're kind of at with it. So I'm just going to work my way through the weekend at this stage. So yeah, if we get ourselves in a situation where we have no newborns in the house, full household, and it's the weekend, I was thinking of doing like a little getaway with the family, but I don't know. It's got to be that perfect storm and that perfect combination. No newborns on a weekend where there's no school, and we can take all the kids away on a getaway, but I don't know if we're going to reach that point where we get that situation happening. But, you know, if we do, then we are going to have a vacation. We'll see how we go. It's Coral's birthday. It's Pietasite's birthday. Yes, we can age them up. We can age them up. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. We can age up our newborns. No more newborn crying. And it's so piercing and irritating. It's going to be happiness in my ears. Come on, age up. You can do it. Yay! Pietasite has aged up and is a sunny infant. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, what is they wearing? And now we're going to age up Coral. Oh boy, sunglasses and a bunny hat. Fantastic. Mama, what are you doing? You're eating from a lunchbox. Okay. Excellent. Okay, age up number 2. Gushy, gushy. Whee! Coral's aged up and Coral is going to be cautious, which is fine. Where? Oh my gosh, he's a mermaid. We're going to have a mermaid baby. Well, the intention, right? We were trying to have a mermaid baby, and look at that, we've had a mermaid baby. That makes me so exciting because I don't think we've had a mermaid baby that I can recall. I mean, I could be wrong on that. We've had a lot of babies. It's hard to remember all of them, but I think that's our first lot of mermaid babies. Amazing! Let's check in on a gate. Okay, you can stop talking together. I reckon you should go and have a nice shower, my friend. Take a shower, charge your emotional force, and then have a sleep. Then we have Zircon, who is having a nice sleep in his fairy house. He needs to also have a shower. So we have our mixed bathroom over there, and then I reckon he could get his homework done and do a project. There we go. And Clay is... What is Clay doing? What's Clay doing? Clay's having some food. Dustin finished a school project. Good job, Dustin. So Clay, we are going to do your homework. And I think he's the one that's still working on his project, so that's cool. And then Dustin has finished his project. He's really not in a place to do his homework at the moment, but that's fine. I reckon he can come over in there, hug Bluffy, talk to Bluffy, and we'll get our social up very quickly. I hope. And then we can go to bed and have a sleep before we pass out. Oh. Why can't we talk to Bluffy? Okay, we'll go to sleep then. Why don't you go to sleep in Mama's bed and then you can have a nice quiet time in there. There we go. Mama's all good. Agate's having a sleep. Zircon. You're doing your homework and your project, so you're taking care of Clay. You are doing your homework and a project. And then going to sleep. And Dustin, you are, I think, going to sleep. I'm not sure what you're doing. You're supposed to be asleep. Right. Let's keep on moving forward. Why do you keep on waking up? Is there something playing in here? Because sometimes that happens, but no, I think we're good. What's the matter? Unbelievably filthy. Scared of monster. Oh, there's a monster under the bed. Oh, okay. So we need the defender light on. Because he's sleeping in Mama's bed. We don't have a defender light in there. There we go. That'll get rid of that monster under the bed. Look at that. Monster, be gone. Bye, monster. Okay, go to... Oh, yeah. Now you're passing out. Fantastic. I'm exhausting the kids. Poor kid. I know. Monster on the bed, can't get to sleep, all that sort of thing. Dreadful. No, seriously, get to sleep. Why aren't you sleeping? Sleep. You are the kid that never sleeps. Get to sleep. Well, Clay has finished his extra credit project, which is amazing, and there has been an emotional outburst, which is less amazing. So we're going to have to call in the repairman. We've learned the hard way that doing it and paying for it myself is painful. So we're not going to do that. We're going to call in the service and get that done that way. So we've got Agate is currently having a good sleep, and then we're going to make sure that they get their homework done and that they get onto a project. There we go. And then Zircon also is already got their homework done. They can do some extra credit work. They're working on their project, so they should be good. Clay's just gotten to bed, so he should be having a good night's sleep. Dustin is also sleeping, and then we have Cole, who's our little toddler. So let's have a wee look at our little toddler, because our toddler's going to be working on getting their skills up. I want to get somebody, aka Mama, to work on their potty skills, because we need to get them up to potty level 2 would be the ideal. And then they can kind of go on their own, and then we can start doing working on thinking and imagination, and getting those up and ready to help us. It's too filthy in there. I know, it's pretty disgusting. Are we scared of the filth fiend, are we? Can we step on it? Let's deal with the toddler first. One thing at a time, Velvet. One thing at a time. Oh, look at her with that cute little pink cap. That's adorable. Okay, can we do the potty training? Yes, we can. Oh, Lazuli salad. Always, every time she calls to talk with Mum. She's just so needy. Yay! There we go. Potty level 2. So we are now a fully independent toddler. That is amazing. I love that for us. Fully independent. So from there, what are we going to get Cole to do? So Cole needs some food. Oh, we need to put some food in there. Some food into our toddler zone. So we'll get some food in there. And they need some fun, so maybe they could do some make-believe, and then maybe they could do some babbling. And hopefully that'll get their skills up. So, okay, how are we getting on, mate? Okay, you're doing your project, you're good. Zircon's doing their project, they're good. Clay's asleep. Dustin's asleep, and Cole. Okay, Zircon's finished his school project. Good job, Zircon. Which is good timing, because you need to have some fun. Desperately. So you go off and have some fun, my friend, after you've done that. Zucchini, how are we getting on with the potty training? Pretty good. Oh my gosh, we're already almost at level 3. That's amazing and disgusting all at once. Okay, little Cole. Yeah, you go eat and you do your things. Mama, I think that you might need to go and get some more food so we can have a little bit of extra food for our lovely toddlers. And for all our kids that we have. The buffet trick is actually very useful. I mean, you've got to have the money in your household to be able to do it, because it's not the cheapest way to have food. But man, it saves a lot of time. I feel like our toddlers could have some chili. Yum, yum, yum. And it looks like our little infants here are awake. And, yep, there we go. Right on cue, are screaming. So they are very hungry. Missing horses. Oh, I forgot we had the horse lover trait. We never took advantage of that trait. To be fair, I mean, it was a random trait. It's not like we selected any particular traits, but... Now, little toddler Cole, what are you up to? Oh, getting rid of their plate, I think. Oh, well. It's working on their movement skills, so no biggie. Yep, there you go. Everything looks fixed up and in top shape. Zircon has done his extra credit project. Fantastic. So he can go and work on his fun and maybe do a bit of socializing as well. What if we get him after he's done his fun? He can maybe go and talk to the toddler and then they can socialize and the toddler can get their communication skill up at the same time. Genius! Genius, Velvet. That's what we've got to do. So let's check in on Parasite is okay, so they can look at their toys. And Coral. How's Coral? Coral's very hungry. Oh dear. Imagination level 2. Okay. No. Oh, oopsie, wrong one. We've got to go and feed the baby. Feed the baby. Mama, go feed the baby. Off we go. Feed the baby. Yeah. Oh, go feed the baby. There we are. That's it. Yay, we got the baby fed. And, okay, how are you getting on there? You're okay, mate. So, Clay. Clay can get out of bed. Clay's all good. Turquoise. Something happened there. I missed it. So, you can use the toilet. Have something to eat. Have some fun. And then, let's just check and make sure you've got your homework done. Okay, when they're a little less uncomfortable, we should be able to get our homework underway. And we're still too uncomfortable. To be fair, this house is really filthy. I have been having problems with not being able to vacuum. So I'm wondering if my maids have had that. My maid has had that problem as well. So I think we just finished our extra project with a gate as well. So that's bonus. We are looking pretty ready for Monday, I gotta say. Okay, they better go and regenerate their emotional force and go sort themselves out. Because otherwise we're going to have a disaster. Clay, how you doing, mate? Icky plumbing, loose tooth. Okay, you're just a bit of a... Got a bit of drama there. Play with emotion. And then we have Dustin, who's a lot less trouble than his brother, gotta say. Alright, so we have a stinky toddler right here. It's stinking up the place, but hopefully going to eat some food. They've had some attention, they've had a little bit of fun. They really do need a bath, but that's fine. We can do a little bit more playing here, maybe a little bit of talking and hugging and a little bit more playing. And let's check in on how they're getting on with their skills. So their communication's good, so we don't need to work on that. Our imagination is actually almost done. Movement's done. Potty is almost done, so we can do a little bit of pottying. And then the last thing that we need to work on is thinking, so we can just do that with playing sim shapes. So you know what? our little toddler Cole is having a good weekend, getting their all skills up. I haven't actually been working too hard on them, if I'm being really honest. They just kind of wandered around and did what they were doing. They were talking to their siblings and doing all sorts of things. But you know what? Doesn't take much to get them all up. You know, sometimes it feels like, you know, you work hard on getting their skills up, and it feels like it takes forever. And then, like, other times you're just kind of doing other things, not focusing on it, and then you realize that you've kind of got all the stuff, or a lot of the stuff done that you wanted to do without even really trying, because the Sims have gone off autonomously and kind of done what they're going to do. So it does make life a lot easier. It's like we've got potty done, and then we can just focus on thinking, because I think their needs are otherwise good. Yeah, they are. So once they've finished their potty level 3, Ari Hawk has died. So Ari, again, was one of our baby daddies that we had earlier on in the series. So R.I.P. to Ari. And Dylan Newburst, again, he was another baby daddy, like in the same household, living in the same house. So, you know, we had a whole big baby daddy house, and these were all baby daddies that were in the house. So, but well done. We've done potty level 3. We've just got one more skill left to do with our toddler. Let's just check in on our infants. So I think they're, I don't know, I think they're okay. You just like sing the song music, okay? So I think that toddler's okay, and I think Coral just needs some sleep. And then checking in on a gate. How is the gate getting on? Oh, why don't we practice our repair skills? And somebody's having a fairy party. But I reckon they could have a nice shower, and then maybe they can talk to Dustin. Alright, well, I think we're probably pretty settled for the minute, but as soon as we hit level 3 with our sweet little Cole here, we're going to get him aged up and ready for school, because he's pretty close. Let's see how he goes, whether or not he gets there before Monday. I don't like my chances, but you never know. There's lunchtime on what did I say? Monday. Yeah. Will we get there before Monday? Chances are yes, I think. But we'll see how we go. Well, we are almost at level 3. It's 5 p.m. on Sunday, so yeah, little Cole has done an amazing job of getting their thinking up. They're getting pretty tired, so their energy is getting low, but almost there, and then we can age them up, and they can be a kid and ready for school, possibly on Monday. I don't know how the whole school cutoff thing works, but we are done. We have got all their skills up to level 3. Absolutely amazing. The fridge is broken. So in here we have a birthday. What was that? Oh, the observatory. I was like, what on earth was that? So let's get some candles help from maybe Zircon. Why not? Rather than Mama, because Mama's in the bath. Obviously she needs a clean. Woof! Mama! Naked! Let's see if we can blow out our candles, and we can send that tired little boy to bed. Little girl, little boy. Little thing to bed. There we go!
Florini Pombo?
Yay! We did it! Time to age up! Whee! And we're going to have, Cole's going to be a plant lover. Ooh, okay. Let's go motor skills. And what does Cole look like? Cole, turn around. I've lost Cole. Cole, hold still. We want to look at you. Well, you're kind of angry, but you look okay. You look like a cutie. But now at least you can take care of yourself and you'll be fine. So Cole, yep, I know, you're filthy. Why don't you have a nice shower before you go to bed? Take a cold shower, and then you can have a good night's sleep, and then you'll be, I don't know. Will he be going to school tomorrow? Let's have a quick look. In 13 hours, yes. So really, I probably need to get him doing his homework sooner than later as well. I would like to adult now. I feel like I'm old enough now that I should be allowed to go anywhere I want and do whatever I want. Can you treat me like an adult, please? You'll always be my baby. Mwah. Jackson Winslow. Can't believe you're still seeing Oberon. I just don't get what you're seeing him. Who knows? Who knows? I'm seeing lots of people. I see lots of good things and lots of good people. So there you go. I would like to adult now. You'll always be my baby. There we go. Both the kids would like to adult now. Well, as soon as you get A's, you can go adult now. That's the thing. Having a nice shower, and then off to bed, and then we'll see a couple of hours sleep, and we'll do our homework, I think, with them. No, they're going to pass out first. Darn it. It's passing out kids left, right, and centre in this episode. Lots of kids are having a bad time. Lots of kids are falling asleep. Because I'm very, very mean. And the newborn, I mean not the newborns, the infants are screaming. Oh, there's dirty plates on the floor. Fantastic. Mama, what are you up to? Go look after the kids. What does this one want? They are sad. Rest time for being awake too long? Oh, okay. Well, Mama actually technically doesn't need to do anything. They were fine. Okay, little dude has woken up, so I'm going to get him to do his homework and then go back to sleep. What's his name? Cole. There he is. He's out there. He woke up. I don't know why he woke up, but he woke up, so I'm going to get him to do his homework. And then he can go back to bed, and then I feel like we're going to be pretty ready for Monday. I'll just check in on all the others over here. Emotional Force needs some work, so why don't you go regenerate that. And Zircon, same here. Emotional Force, go regenerate that. Clay, looking pretty good. Dustin, looking pretty good. It's just Cole needs some sleep there. The others have been taking care of themselves. And Mama has sold some more jewellery. She's pretty much sold all the jewellery she's made. She's made quite a lot from the jewellery, so that's not too bad. We make more from gardening, but, you know, it's nice to mix it up a little bit, isn't it? We're not going to quite get our homework done. Okay. Almost, but not quite. So let's go back to sleep and see if we can get some rest before the morning. And we'll try and get some more homework done in the morning before school. So it is 5, almost 6 a.m. So I'm going to get Cole out of bed and we'll get him on the bathroom having a quick serving. I think we should be able to finish our homework from there. And then I want to get him started on a project as well. So that should get him underway for his schooling. And then I think the others are all pretty much ready to go. They've been working on their weekend, on their work all weekend. So I feel like they're pretty comfortable with their, their situation as far as studying and everything like that in preparation. So I'm fingers crossing my way towards a few A's after school, or some more grades up anyway, at the very least. School starts in 1 hour for all the kids. Yay, hey. And Zircon, okay, well, Cole is definitely not going to get anywhere near getting a project started. That's fine. They just aged up. You know, I don't have a lot of expectations for them. And everybody should now be off to school. Yay! Cross your fingers and your toes and your eyes across the nose, because we are aiming for some grades up for some of our kids for today. So let's see how we kind of get on. And we'll tune back in, unless something else happens in between. We'll tune back in when the kids get back from school. Turn the sheet around. A teacher caught Clay looking at another student's test during class and sent him to the office. Let him retake that test. Well, the kids are screaming, and guess what? The other kids are almost home from school, so we're going to have a little bit of a reel very shortly on grades. Yay! Let's see. So, grades are up. Dustin has been working hard and is now a B student. Agate has been working hard and is now an A student. Yes. Claire's been working hard and is now an A student. Yes. Zircon has been working hard and is now an A student. Yes. Cole is fine, and yay. Okay, we've got some more projects. I'm going to pull those out of our inventory, and then we're just going to go through one by one and get ourselves aged up, and we're going to be moving these kids out, and we're going to give them some makeovers. That's exciting. What are those 3 projects? Thanks very much. So first up is Agate. So Agate is definitely an A student. We can move him out. Agate, let's blow out your candles. Poof! Oh no, there's a fire! Ah, it's a dust bunny, I reckon. Extinguish, extinguish. Yeah. Good job, fire sprinkler. Okay, that interrupted my birthday, I think. Yes, it definitely affected my birthday. Let's go blow out the candles. Take number 2. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Where is he? He's over there. Oh, he went to go rescue an infant. That's so cute. I'm glad that he did that. That was sweet. How nice. Gotta rescue those infants. They're helpless little rascals, aren't they? Somebody took a piece of my cake. We're going to age up. Whee! And Agate is going to be a proper idealist and romantically reserved. I feel like basically he's got to stick up his butt. But that's fine. I think he's going to be a soulmate. There we go. He's going to have a romantic aspiration. So I feel like we might need to replace this cake. Because there's a big chunk out of it. Okay, and now we're going to age up Zircon. Let's just double check. Yes, a student. We can add our birthday candles and age up. Yes, and you're going to blow out those candles, little Agate. No, wait, which one's this? Zircon. Mixing up my kids again. It's just like real life. Which kid am I talking to? I don't even know. And Zircon's going to be a cat lover, bro, and ambitious. Interesting. That's bro and ambitious is an interesting mix. But I'm going to give him the fabulously wealthy aspiration. And he's valedictorian. Zircon outshone the whole school and graduated as valedictorian. Way to go. He's sure to have a leg up in the working world. The world is his oyster. Nice job, Zircon. Way to go. Now, who else do we need to age up? So, Clay, also an A student. Here we go. You come over and blow out those candles, my little man. Yay! Clay is going to be macabre and socially awkward. Ooh. Okay, that's a tough one. I reckon maybe we can make them a secret secrets. Doesn't matter, we'll change anyway. Oh, look at him with his green hair. Okay. I've been feeling that the kids' hairs have been like really odd lately in terms of just the way that they've changed. Okay, Dustin is a B student, so they're on their way to getting an A, and Cole is working his way to a B. So that's 3 kids aged up, and that does mean that now we're going to move out Zircon and Agate out of the house. Look, there's a fairy friend. Oh, it's one of our sisters, Aja. Hi, Aja. Topaz Salad has died. Oh, well, R.I.P. to Topaz. Their inventory can remain with their ghost, and we're going to move out Agate and Zircon, and they get 40,000 simoleons to their name. There we go. Okay, here we are, and they have moved in with their aunt and uncles. This is Peridot and Peridot's child Neva, and then there's Tourmaline as well, who are quite possibly our ugliest kids that we've ever had in this playthrough. But anyway, we're going to give new jobs to Agate and Zircon. So Agate is proper idealist, romantically reserved. Okay, so they're going to have a fairly stuck-up kind of serious job. That's what they're going to have, a serious job. Not necessarily stuck up, they're just serious. I feel like they take themselves very seriously. So, serious kind of job, I reckon would be like a politician, maybe? Law? Yeah, let's do that. A lawyer. And then Zircon was a bro, so I reckon something to do with fitness. Yes, you can attend the deposition and find a job. And what was I going to say for him? Athlete, I reckon. There we go. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll sign off, leave you guys with their makeovers. So we're going to have little makeovers with them. And then next week we will be trying to get some more baby daddy fun happening, because we're going to have some more babies, and we'll see what else is happening with the rest of our kids. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.